Hi everyone, I am Margot, tarot reader. Thank you and welcome to Soluna Botanica. Today we are doing the message for today. It can, since it is a general reading, it can reflect to the messages of for this week, past week, and or month, including or for the rest of the year or right from the beginning of the year. It is a energetic predictions I feel for today, and it's also based on the energies that are could be confined into individual or commonly for the world itself. Okay, it just depends. We never know what type of messages we're going to get on a reading, whether it's a general or personal reading. If you want your own consultation reading, spell or ritual, come along in the shop. We're open 7 days. Book your appointment or walk-ins. And for emergency readings as well, through the media, Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, we are there for you. So just come along and let us see how can we help you. Um, in today's general reading, I feel that, so I woke up with this intense environment of surroundings, a spiritual energy that was just so, it's almost like needing to communicate, but also transcend from the communication. So it could be just for one in particular, or for the community itself, or for the humanity itself, or for the spiritual alignment itself. Who knows? Let's see if we can open that message today. Um, and so let me get started. So I feel that I must. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Let me say that we have a number of things that I'm seeing here. So if you reflect into today's message, um, let's hope in the positive way that it gives you an answer of what you've been struggling with or needing some type of advice. Um, if not, if you want your own consultation, that, like I said it before, welcome to do so, and I'm here for you. Um, on the collective level, we have some aspects of the universe itself that is shifting and changing as it does in each every moment of our breathing life. Um, there's a drastic shift, is what it's saying here. And I feel that it has to be with the earth itself, either the plates that out of nowhere is going to be a drastic change in them. Could be through earthquakes, could be through hurricanes and or both. Um, I feel that this is going to be almost as if unexpected forthcome. Like, for example, they give you a warning of something that is not as severe, but it becomes that severe. I would say that if you live close to the plains of waters or mountains or volcanoes, I would advise that you have a place of ready to go, a luggage, a case, or whatever it is, ready to go in case of emergencies. Because I feel that this is going to be almost unexpected. What is also telling me that we're having some type of um, it was almost a reawakening in 2025 of the atmosphere in our environment. Our protective shield, um, energy field, has been compromised, is also what I sense. um, Compromised either by our own doing and or other factors from the ethers, from the universe itself, of the galaxy. um, yes, we're having a little bit more of the meteors coming forth, and a little bit more eventually. um, See, what people may not know is that we do have them on a regular basis, but they're not as severe or noticed um, to us, because either they don't want us to feel frightened of, um, or just because it's a normal situation that happens within, our living life. Um, in one of those atmospheres entrance of um, meteorites, I feel we're going to have a one that is may have could also be the one that shifts the land on a certain country. And that would, um, because it feels sudden and it feels like it's flowing. I hate that I'm not explaining myself in the way that I need to, I feel. And because in the way that I feel, the way that they visualize everything to me, it feels like a sudden action of an outcome. And it's a need must take, for us in humanity in all levels. Now, this also speaks of sabotaging our own goodwill. Maybe inhumane, our humanity is also sabotaging ourselves to the means of the ends. Possibly, could it be possibly that one itself is seeking that predicament, wanting for some type of revelation to come forcefully truth, and therefore the manipulating the earth, the life, the living, in order for that predicament to come forth and be true in their lifetime? Or would they want to be recognized in that level that they are the ones being sent to do certain things in life on earth? um, Either way, it tells me that it's being sabotaged by themselves, by humans, not by the higher self. So it tells me that we're having humans doing something against the earth and ourselves and our spiritual living, that is not conducive to us and to the whole world. Okay. um, and it is also telling me that from that we also have other means from other unknown earthly worlds coming into the earth itself that are also going to be costly to us as well. Expect the unexpected, because we're having something that is going to come out of nowhere. People, there might be a person itself that will cause something to happen, because I keep seeing that as well. um, could this talk about, the World War III? Yes, but I feel that it's not in the moment as we are right now. Then again, if we're having people that are activating negative energies against themselves and us in humanity, then that can be part of. But I'm also sensing another factor to this. Now, I will have to go back, because it's telling me that 2020 was caused by a fraction of someone doing it purposely. Okay. And so they felt that they were protected from whatever was coming because they induced it to happen. And so whoever induced it or paid for it to do those things that happened in 2020, um, they protected themselves in the best way possible. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that for whatever it is based on, our channel. Let's just, we don't want to be monetized. um, the other thing that we see is based because of what happened then, is also the preview of what we're getting in and activating as we are now. That is not the only thing that's going to happen in years to come. I feel that we're looking at between 7 weeks to 7 months, up to 7 years. We're going to see a whole drastic landfill, including either doomed in and doomed out. How they're telling me this and how they're visualizing it to me is letting me know that we're going to have an unimaginable discovery come forward. Could they possibly already discovered it and it's being closed, for the public, for us, for maybe they think it's for our higher purpose, for our good to not be disclosed, maybe. Or for their own goodwill, they're not letting us know, maybe, and or all. You be the judge of that. You know me, I like to keep it real. I like to be honest and truthful, whether it hurts you or not, but it is the clarity that the messages are given and that must be passed on. You do as you will and make your best decisions. In presumptions, I will say this: because the way that they make me see things, feel things, understand things in the spiritual sense, I feel that there will be a lot of humanity, uh, chaotic energy come forth, and it might even be, do I want to say 10 times worse than what it was in 2020? Probably so. Because in the way that I'm sensing the energy, there will be more, like one thing happen one after the other, and people are going to feel like it's absolutely the end of us. Yes, in some case it will be. And I will say this: to no judgment of any religions of causes. People intend to use what is purposely uh, for their own higher good to tame humans and or souls. You must not feel that you're living at the end of your days. You must not feel that life is over today or that you are living at your ends of the day. You must not. And this, as my clients know, these are not my messages. These are the message from the higher self. What they are telling me is that the grief that our gods feel, it's tremendous, because what they wanted to bring to this earth has been chaotic, has not been what they wanted to be in this earth or plant and seed in this earth. What they wanted to be was absolutely totally something different than what we've become. And yes, out of a blink of an eye, they can take us out and rebirth our land and ourselves and make humanity in a whole different aspect, which eventually it will be. It will be the case. Trust me on this as well. But in today, what hurts them the most is what the beliefs have been turned into opposite concept of what truly it is. What they are guiding me to say is that the end of the day is only the end of the day that our vessel, hear me out, that the end of the day is when our vessel, our body, rests and our spirit rebirth to infinite energy. Now that is a whole different topic and aspect that we can come and talk about in another time. Having said that, the end of the day is only when the time has come for our body to rest and our spirit and our soul rise. That is when the end of the day is. The end of the world will be far from what it is now. That is very clear. The end of the world, it may be, as we're looking at here, in certain aspects of what terrible outcomes in the earth will take place. And unfortunately, we will lose some of our brothers and sisters through these tragic comings. But when that happens, it's because it's their time to rise. I hope you're following me this. That is one of the ways that they're guiding me to say that it needs to stop and say we're living the ends of the days. If you are into certain religions and you are hearing this being used, and they're using it absolutely more than ever when we're seeing some type of military action, some type of illnesses and things like that, and people use this to come forth and tame you and take what your material growth has been. But besides that, the material growth, your money, etc., the most important thing that these negative energies take, it's your spirit, your free will to believe, trust, and have faith. Be wise and be open to receive the messages today. I am trying to say what needs to be saved and have to be saved for centuries to come in today's message. Again, I repeat, that is not me, that is the higher self saying. And I give thanks to the higher self, to our Lord Jesus, to give us the strength to deliver the messages today. They are very clear and very, very profound in my heart. And I will say this. Enemies are beyond among us. They are absolutely giving me this message. That has been from timing, from the beginning. Enemies are closer than we expect. So I will see this in a number of ways because that's how they're letting me know. Enemies come from those we know, from those we see, from those we hear. It may be your best friend or a family member that becomes your enemy. It may be that you align yourself with contracts, state to state, country to country, align yourself with them and they become your enemy. The one you chose becomes your enemy. You make that choice, you make that option in the way that you feel it fits you. But that is given message. Those we trust or the ones that fail us is what they are letting us know. And I believe so, and I trust that message very, very highly because I've experienced it myself and I experienced it in number of degrees as well. But because they're letting me know this message in particular, they're also letting me know that those that deceive us, when we give them the most, when we trust the most, when we love them the most, shall have their own condemned attribute at cost to them when time comes. That's the message that they're very clear with me. Because they're letting me know, let me take care of it, for I will. That is the message that they're giving me at this moment. So how I am going to break and analyze that message is letting me know that all will be well for me, for those that are being hurt without cause. Especially when you give them love, trust, have faith. It's up to you to believe it and receive it in the way that it fits you. For they hear your pain, for they see your pain, they feel your pain. And when I say they, trust me, it is your spirit, your higher self, your guardian angels, your guides, your ancestors, all working together collectively. Slowly but surely, everything takes time. And why it takes time? Because earthly worlds, dimensions is different from our spiritual life, our spiritual being. It doesn't work in the same level. They work in different field of energy, of existence and vibration. But they always take the course of action. And not only upon those that betray us, but their ancestries as well, coming forth. As we are now, in the past, in the present, shall always be in the future. That is also one of the messages that they're giving me. Do not be deceived. It's very important that your eye reawakens, and it shall be. With this message, what they're giving me is that our spirit is not fully awakened when we are in our vessel, which is our body. I feel that something did not click in the best aspect, or it was made that way so humanity would have experienced certain things in the material life, which is earth. And therefore, it has to be preordained to have certain things done in time, slowly but surely. The power of our infinite energy cannot be in this earthly world in the way that in the spiritual life is. Because all of us living here will not be able to contain such vibrant energy. It's almost like we all become gods walking on earth, you know. In the way I say that is because the power that our soul have, it's such an unimaginable force of energy that probably will cause the earth to break automatically with all of our energy in one. And I feel that that was why purposely it was done in the way that it has been done with our vessel and our spirit. But in years and hundreds of years from now, that will also be reawakened in a whole different level. I also feel so that will be another subject for another time as well. Um, I've been very honored and uh, blessed with my virtue of gift, um, honored in such divine gift. But I will say this: it comes with a price as well, none like no other, and I have no regrets, and I shall never do, because they choose my vessel to be what they want me to be for humanity. It is your choice to have that faith and trust in me. It is your choice to feel the vibration of love, to feel the vibration of truth, to feel that I am truthfully delivering the messages. Call me seer, call me prophet, call me high priestess, call me witch, call me whatever you want to call me. I'm okay with that. Absolutely, I accept all and anything. It is what matters to me, what I can heal, what I can say, and what I can process through these messages and through my work. But most importantly, with how they choose me to be better, to give and to do better for humanity, for our human body, our vessel, and most importantly, our soul, our spirit. Saving us is to the highest importance to our God. Saving us from being lost, because we are lost. Those that do not understand the truth and are determined to not see the truth, to be self-sabotaged and hurt and broken, and not see the change that the earth is bringing into our humanity and our physical spirit, to not see our own self-divine energy, to not prosper and be lost and not be fulfilled. They're telling me to take this out. Damn. Oh, thank you. Do not be lost. Do not be lost. Do not be deceived by the wrong how I see this is, do not be deceived by messages, entities, churches, religious unfortunately it will contradict a lot today's message, and I'm okay with it. I hope that in today's it will reach as many people as it can, and I hope that those that are believing in, not believing, trusting in having that faith, you will share it and publicize it in the best way possible so it can reach as many people as it can, to save their vessel, to save their body, to save their spirit. Unfortunately, I feel that I have to, how do I put this? I feel that I have no choice but to have deliver the messages today. Probably because we're going to have that change in religions. Probably because religion will outcast certain things and bring forth other things and demonize certain things, people, places, or things. And probably because we're going to have some downfall of a religion or downfall of holy lands, which we see here. And probably because people are going to fall out of faith, believe, and feel hopeless. And and maybe partial. Today's message is to have faith within yourself, because in your temple, which is your body, your vessel, it's where lies the true unique self, ourselves, our God. Yes, the physical things on earth, which is a temple, it reflects our ancestry in a tremendous way. But hold it in your heart, because that's the truth restoration. Hold it in your love, in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit, for that is the truth restoration and restoring of ourselves. There will be something that will probably, and I'm not saying die, but it will calm its waters to land, which it makes me feel that water is coming over sacred land, and or sacred land will be uncovered as well. I feel that we have two things that are going to happen in that phase. Covered and discovered, based on how they're letting me see things. Something is going to take place that will discover something, and something is going to take place either by humans and or actual facts of the earth and the universe that will uncover and discover land and or people, places, or things. And I feel that as well, there will be a discovery of deception, either through religion's factor and or publicly or government type ways. See it as you will. I feel that this is going to shatter in the way that certain people have their beliefs, understanding one believes, running their life through that belief, and then coming to find out it was absolutely not in that way through centuries to come. That it was another type of way of beliefs, another aspect of life back then, and that it was depicted in the way to keep us tame in different levels of beliefs and faith and actions, etc. Unfortunately, there will be a lot of people that are going to be hurt by this, because they run everything about them in the physical life based on facts of the way their faith is and has been for centuries to come in the past. What I say when this time comes for those is to no fault of your own, you were searching for love, faith. You were searching for your homecoming. You were searching for where your spirit comes from and for here on earth. That is why you wander this earth almost blinded and seek, hoping that you find or have found what you've been seeking, which is your Father, your Lord, your God. And you end up in the wrong congregation, community, religious, cults, etc. Some will lose themselves because of that, and some will run, as it has been for century years, their life based on that. And some will lose their well-being because of that, their wealth and material, and most importantly, their beliefs, their heart, their spirit, because of it. And that was and has been for centuries the stability of what it was caused to be now. I feel that today's message, it's quite heavy, and it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to go through, and you might even rewind this video to see a couple of times to see the understanding of it. And for as long as it's out there, even from centuries to come, they will see it and they will hear it one way or the other. And it makes sense then to you now or today. So it's to each his own, and I hope that your heart is open to receive the truth. I am not here to preach. I am not here to teach. I am only here to serve you physically and spiritually. I am here to deliver the messages that our God's, the true soul, the true spirit, the truth energy wants you to receive today. With without me knowing what today's message is, because as always, that is the way they do actions. Um, I am shocked as you are shocked. And if only you could have understand my visions, that or in such overwhelming, my heart has been hurting since I want to say 4-3 in the morning today, uh, reawakened by these patterns, by these visions, sensations. And I feel that when they do this, they take me back from the beginning to the middle to the end. They take me back and they want to teach me in the way that they see things, the way that why they're teaching me what they're teaching me, or letting me know what I need to pass on, letting me know what must be known, that enough is enough, that we are hurting each other, hating each other, doing wrong to each other. And it will be the cause of our end, yes, if we keep doing these notions, these actions. Everybody wants to be above everybody. Everybody wants to be better than. Everybody says, oh, I have this, I have that, I have. It's such a selfishness act in thoughts and feelings that humans are bringing to themselves, that will lead them to hate, build hate, do evil things, cause evil things, and manipulate the body, the mind, the soul, and the spirit into such negativity. For what? Answer that. For what? And I keep saying that because that is the messages that he's letting me know exactly as I would have said it to you. For what? I'm going to take you back to the vision that our God gives me. As many times as Jesus walked to his death of vessel, that was his end of day. As many times as he walked and fell, bled, he had the strength to find ways to get up. Every time he saw a tear drop, an aching body, an aching heart, every time he felt and saw that from one or two people that did then and cried, he got strength out of that to get up and walked as he walked, bled as he bled, cried as he cried, begged as he begged, because I can sense his energy as his conscious was awakening through the humans. He can feel every energy coming forward. As people were crying, I feel that they started to cry more than anything halfway through his demise, because at that time they actually saw the devastation. They were starting to feel that love energy, that pain energy that was deriving to the vibration of Jesus. Then people started to cry more, plead more, felt the unjust. Now I will tell you this, the people that did him wrong then, that thought wrong of him then, not only they suffered through centuries, but their ancestry moving forward as of now in today's date are suffering because of that unjust cause. Recollect what we talked about a few minutes ago. Those people that caused them unjust cause because they were not ready to receive the truth, and they were not willing to let the truth be out by someone that they did not consider to be just. If they would have, the rules would be bended, the beliefs would be bended, everything about then would be not now. The people that we know in the closest way, or the ones that have made the unjust again in Jesus' circle. Those that he trusted and loved like his own did the unjust. Correct? At this moment, my heart is hurting. My body is hurting. Every bone of me is detriment pain at this moment. And I feel that I'm being passed through his pain. But at the same time, I'm seeing the cross and I'm seeing him, but I'm overlooking at him. I'm pouring out as I'm overlooking at his grief and pain. But I'm hopeless because I'm so close to him, but I cannot reach him. I'm hurting because it's so unjust. And I'm saying this because I feel that I have to sob and cry, and I can't. Because as I'm feeling this, as I'm saying it to you, he's letting me know that I do not need to cry. Because he has no pain now. The only sorrow that he has now is that it almost feels as if what happened to him has no servitude now. It has no servitude. Was it worth it? You be the judge of that. But that's what he's letting me know. That he saved what he could save. But did he actually save? Because religion has changed so much and has been demonized in so many levels that does not suit his truth. We hate by word, we hate by what we hear, by what we feel. We hate by color, etc. Religious, you name it. Hate, hate, hate. But why do you hate? Who brought that hate into you? Their pain and grief is then, yours is now. You have to go with your pain, with your suffering. And you have to find ways to forgive those that hurt you. Because it's not for you to do the punishment, it is for the higher self. Though, at times, they can do selves to do the actions. Thank you. We're going to talk heavily, I think, in a few days, because I feel that and here we have Easter coming in April, in the first week of April. And here we have, and that's an example, what was then, what it is now. You know, you go to the stores and you want to celebrate Easter, and everybody's thinking about the candy, the gifts, whatever. Where is the true fact of Easter? It's not the bunnies. It's not the eggs. It's a simple example of what humans shift through time. They're monetizing us, and you're not seeing it. They're taming us, and you're not seeing it. And now what you have in your home are bunnies here and there, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. We want to decorate, to show the appreciation of Easter, but are we doing the right thing? Are we teaching the right thing? Some think we are and some don't. And that will always be the case until we awake our ways of being and the truth of being. Should humanity demand the truth, demand for that true one Bible, that one book that explains everything, the true book of what Jesus was and did, and then should we demand that? Yes, because we have the right to be objective, to say the truth, to believe in the truth. If you're tired of being blinded, now is the time to see the truth. It should not cause any harm and pain and loss if we're all in that form of belief and trust and faith. It should only bring us closer to one divine energy, one divine source. I don't care what religion you are, what beliefs you do, what, if you want to say magic and shit, go ahead. We all come from that source. Can you not understand that? Can you not trust and believe in that? Yes, even me. Absolutely. Absolutely. I myself am in front of the line. I think in centuries ago, not that I think, I know so for a fact, for they've showed me number of lives I've had and led. This is nothing of what I used to do and was able to manifest. Absolutely nothing. I've been burned to death in previous life, and I've been cast out, and I've been raised above and be thrown to be who I've been in certain lives. I've been respected by all beings at past lives because of what they have done for me and used me for. So what I do in this life has no comparison for who I've been previous. And I'm blessed and honored to be served to the highest. So no matter what happens to my vessel in this life, I concur that I have done the right, for our self-being, to serve, to protect, to deliver the messages for us. I hope that this message finds some ways to answer or doubts or whatever it may be that you've been feeling, okay? There's no shame on having to make mistakes and not understanding. There's no shame on being felt that you were taken advantage of in whatever level it is. Any harm and pain that's been caused to you, it's on the persons, people, places, things that caused it to you. They're living life, and unfortunately, their bloodlines will suffer to centuries to come. And they themselves soon after will start seeing it, feeling it as we speak. The unjust just has begun. I'm gonna give myself a rest, and I have other I think that today's message is overwhelming. I keep repeating that because it is, because I feel it so. I I feel that through this message, it will inspire you to be more kinder. Um, if you feel that you've done unjust, repent now and ask or do right by those that you have done unjust. Or if the injustice for you yourself, forgive yourself, find forgiveness, say what it has costed, and repent on those. Now, yes, I am Roman Catholic. I believe so much in that factor, but I will tell you that those certain beliefs are still abided by me. But my words come from the true higher purpose. It comes from their messages because I do not agree on a lot of things, and I disagree on so many things, but not to my own doing. It is to the doing of what the higher self is letting me know and see and pass to. I may not be the right vessels to degree this message, but he's chosen me, and then if it is now, then it is now. If not, it will be whenever it happens to receive those touches, to touch those. Okay? But I am doing what is being implemented upon me to do so, and I would honor it. I will do so, and I will continue to do so. If you're feeling negative, if you're feeling hate, take some breather, take a moment, because that comes from feeling guilt, from feeling unjust, from feeling used. It comes from the basis of negative entities and or energies. It comes from the basis of people manipulating you for who you become. But you must trust that now that you're feeling those such pains, you can also overcome those by understanding the higher purpose of yourself. If you want more consultation toward this feeling that you may be feeling or questions, I am here for you. We are here for you. Every day, throughout my day and night, I ask, because the more they give me to see, to hear, to sense, to feel, the more questions I have. And why is that? Because I've been misled in many ways, through life experiences, through human experiences, through spiritual experiences. And therefore I am so grateful that they give me the way, the knowledge in what I perceive in, and teachings, and passing through certain messages. So don't be afraid. Be open. Be open. Even though he's in pain for certain many things, past, present, and forthcoming in the future, the fact that he is given these messages now is absolutely an honor, because he is believing in us still, and he loves us. That's the important thing, that he loves us, and he wants us not to fall for the wrong. He wants us to self-establish our life, our being, our ancestry, moving forward for the next generations to come. He wants us to continue, but in a different form of either belief, trust, and faith. He wants you to be reborn and rebirthed and restored with the greater good in your vessel and in your body. I hope that this has helped you, all of us, today, because including me. I send all of you love and light, and I give thanks to the higher self, to our God, to our Creator, to the Heavenly Lord Father, to you, my Lord Jesus Christ, and I thank you. And thank you all for watching. I am Margot, your tarot reader, your healer, your high priestess, your seer, your whatever it is that you want to call me. Um, Thank you and welcome to Saluna Botanica. I am here for you. Email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com and or solunabotanica2@gmail.com, or come to our shop, 630 Murphy Road, Suite 101, Stafford, Texas, 77477, or call 346-719-7191. And we're here to help you in any way that we can. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, WhatsApp, and I forgot what else we have in there. But we're here for you. Thank you. Love and light.